God, I can't get this fucking chair.
Say, what the fuck are you doing? We were fine, 2 minutes ago, and then
I was leaning like
pressure comes on and he wants to.
I thought that you were doing.
You guys wearing matching fucking shorts right now?
We are.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
You guys really are butt brothers, ain't you?
No.
Something tells me you might be. All right. Well, welcome to the main stage, everybody. This is first time in the Moberly Manor Studios.
Second time.
Second time.
I mean,
yeah,
different spot of the house.
Yeah, this is the Moberly Manor Studios. So it's not his kitchen table or nothing.
This is Will the Bill, still here.
And you're done. And as always, me, Kaimo, and for the first time we got Cody sitting over there. Just got done stuffing his face, thank God. Didn't want to have him chewing in everybody's ear, smacking. But,
all right. What are you drinking tonight, man? Let's take these shots to get this thing going.
All right.
Is it cold?
Yeah.
All right, let me get a half a shot.
You fucking Is there one in there?
We better put like duct tape over our beer logos because these guys are going to pay us if we show these.
Oh,
fuck. We'll have to collect a check from these guys. All right.
Look at that Jack Daniels thing right there.
Yeah, don't fill all the way up in the brim.
Half?
Yeah. Got to be productive tomorrow.
So do I, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll just tell a bunch of other minions what to do. All the people that you work with are like, fuck you. They're all watching. They're like, it's 7 o'clock tomorrow.
I mean, I might go in at 7.
Right.
No.
All right. Here's to...
Look at this monster shot.
Yeah, that's a killer. All right, here's to Cody's return. Back home.
Tequila.
Ugh.
I was a double gulper. I had like 2 gulps going down and didn't even finish it.
Like when you swallow 2 loads at the same time and some of it doesn't
wouldn't
make it
know.
and it comes out your nose.
I wouldn't know, but I'm glad that you brought that insight to the podcast.
I'm sure that's how it goes for you.
Whatever.
You got to lie to
You want to work where he works?
You want a job?
You said he was about to get a job though. Is that why all of your other close friends work with you?
Don't worry about it. So back here, I got my brother living in the old humble abode. We grew up in this house. A lot of memories.
It's probably got to be kind of cool and kind of sad all at the same time coming back to the house that you grew up in, because one, it's always nice to go where you feel comfortable and are familiar, but then at the same time, like there's a lot of not to bring up anything bad, but you lost your grandmother in this house, and it not the best times always happen over here, but it's got to feel good to still be here.
A lot of memories.
Yeah, a lot of memories. Hopefully to like bring this house back to the way it used to be,
right,
instead of what the people that lived here before took it to.
Right.
Might take a little bit, but
yeah, Maggie had a nice little utopia going on in here.
It was
nice.
all
it was all done up. It was really nice. She had plants everywhere and stuff, and the outside looked tremendous. I remember when I pulled up over here for the first time after she moved back over here, I didn't even recognize it. I was just driving. I just waited till I seen a bunch of cars, and I knew which one it would be, but nothing when I remember it looking like as a kid.
I didn't even think it could look like that.
Yeah, it didn't look like what it looks like right now.
Right.
But she's always good at stuff like that. We're putting stuff together for her home. And stuff.
Yeah, her house always looked great. I always like going over there.
Especially her being the age she was, though. Like she had a good amount of time to get all this stuff together that she had around her.
Well, man, I remember when me and Kara's living in Hayesville and Van Arsdale, when we would leave to go out, you had to go down. If you didn't want to make a U-turn, if you went around the block, you had to go around the Spring and then to Turkle. So all the time we'd drive by, and she'd be out there doing something, pulling weeds, mowing the grass, doing something. She was super active. I mean, incredibly active.
Yeah, that's why it was.
And all of our aunts are like that. And my grandmother too. Like when she got sick, like we're lucky she's alive. But I hope I'm that way in my 70s. That proactive.
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember. Like I was saying when Paul was here, like I remember Aunt Mitty driving that damn RV cross country. I hope I'm in my 60s and 70s. I'm still
just think of
out willing
being
and
that
able
person
like
that can do that. Just
right.
hop in a fucking camper.
I was super impressed the first time I rode with her up here because I had family in Texas that I would spend with over the summer, and then meet up with Aunt Mitty and Irving, and then we'd come up here and me and her have to get that RV ready and stuff. And she had a huge punch list, stuff you had to check and do, before you left. And yeah, it was crazy. I still can't believe she used to do that. I wouldn't trust my grandmother in an RV going cross country like that.
Well, we've got, we're actually having a pretty good record here. Let's get a little bit of insight from what Cody experienced.
So we're really here. So you got back, just got back from Thailand. When did you get back? Last week you're playing land. Did you come?
It was more than last week, right?
Or a week and a half ago. Yeah, you've been here like what? Right about 2 weeks, maybe not even 2 weeks.
Yeah. Because you lost your virginity last week.
He's pretty happy about that.
How different is it from Thailand coming back here? Even though you were there for a year and a half?
Yeah, last time. Yeah, this time a year. Before that was like 2.5, and then before it was like 6.
Like before that, we had little block phones. There were Nokias, little antenna. Now we got
the big phones.
Now we got this thing.
So
what the fuck is this?
He just carries around this giant. He's like, I got this giant thing. Like, what are you doing? This little micro?
I thought this was a picture. I was looking at it.
So okay, so for everybody that doesn't know, I want to hear about your first experience going to Thailand. How long ago did you first get on a plane and go to Thailand? I was
19.
So what year was that? Can you count to 5? What?
2008
or something?
2008, because yeah.
So, and we'll get into this, but you get this aspiration, you want to go to Thailand. So tell me, like,
I have to go there. I had to.
You had to.
I was losing sleep. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't do nothing. I just something was like, I felt like something screaming for me to get there. It's like.
But what made you even think of that? I'm your brother, and I'm like I don't know, but
right? Yeah. I don't know a lot of this stuff, so yeah.
What made you think of even considering Thailand? Like, what put that in your mind to where you couldn't sleep?
I had dropped out of school and was working as a plumber's helper, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. And then the documentary about Muay Thai came on about this kid, about his life in Thailand, training and stuff. And ever since then,
by that time you were already doing Muay Thai.
Yeah, I called up Zerger. I called up, looked in the phone book. It said JMTK in there, and it said Jonjero Muay Thai of Kansas. And I called Zerger, or I didn't know it was Zerger, but I called him and he answered. And he said he was going to Thailand that week. So then just hearing that, I was like, all right, yeah, this is
like no shit. Like everybody's going to fucking Thailand.
That's legit. And then I went there, and I loved it. Fell in love with it, and I've just been. My ambition since day one was to open a gym that's with good credentials.
Right.
So your main focus was just building these credentials to make everybody else look like little pieces of shit.
No, you wanted to learn and you wanted to be the best, so you had to go and learn how to do that. And
a lot of people have the ambition to be the top fighter, the top best fighter. My ambition was never about that. It was just get the experience, go there, get my ass kicked, fight if you and I won. I won a lot down there too. I didn't just get my ass kicked.
Right.
But sometimes you do, and you're just like, fuck, these guys are really good.
You didn't train to be the best fighter, you trained to train the best fighters.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah. I wanted to see how it was done, see the pros do it, see the people who are fighting 300 fights between their 20. It's like their mentality.
Right.
And now in most states you're considered one of the best credentialed Muay Thai fighters at this point in time.
About the U.S., yeah, I would say at least for Kansas, at least for
the
Midwest,
guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk to people all the time. I ran into
a lot of people don't even know who I am.
A lot of people do know who you are. That's what's crazy.
A lot of people do, and a lot of people don't,
Yeah,
depending on how deep you are into the fighting world. Even if you're just a fan of MMA, UFC, and you live here in Wichita, you're looking that up. You're looking at a lot of people end up. Your name pops up a lot more than you think.
Yeah, I know the way I can put it right now is when I've seen the people who have done it, I haven't done shit. Like when I look at them, their lives and what they've done,
right?
This is nothing. All I can give you is the taste and try to guide you and help you with this way. You know,
right?
You have to do it yourself.
So how many times did you actually go to Thailand? How many times did you come back? So your last trip was your third time going over there?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
All over Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Burma, China, Japan.
Wow.
A lot of places.
How different are those places?
Laos and Thailand are similar in the countrysides. Laos is a poorer country than Thailand, so they have some cities and stuff. But Burma is kind of the same, real busy. The area we were in, anyways. China, I didn't like China.
Yeah. Where'd you go in China?
It's like right outside Hong Kong. About I think it's like a 3-hour drive. We landed in Hong Kong and they picked us up, and we had to go to the border and transfer over with our passports and go through, and then we just drove all the way to where the fights were.
Yeah.
Something Sun Shao, Sun Shin, something Tianjin, or something like that.
You didn't like it there?
No. Every time I go to China, all I want to do is leave. I'm just like, let's get this fight over, get the pay, but the pay is good. So a lot of people go to China for get that 10,000 baht fight, 20,000 baht fight, and then go back to Thailand.
How much is that in regular American?
20,000, probably gonna be like 800, 700, 800 bucks.
Yeah,
but just there it's pretty fight. Good.
Yeah, it stretches a lot.
Especially when you're training, you don't going out and drinking too much or something, So
right, so you're not doing much, you're not spending your money that much,
and you're too tired to do anything anyways when you're training. So
especially over there,
it's
intense. I've watched a lot of porn. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos.
So when you first got off the plane, when you first got to Thailand, you was 19. What did you like? Tell me about your first 2 days, 3 days, do you remember just the total culture shock and just being in a different country?
I remember just not seeing just a bunch of Thai people, but I saw some Muslim looking people and people from all over the world, Europeans and other stuff,
Yeah.
And then it really hit me when the taxi was driving me to the hotel, and I was just seeing the motorcycles going by and the fucking palm trees.
Just looking around.
You did all this by yourself?
Yeah, I was just there by myself, and I was just I gotta find a gym to go to.
So you get there and you're just okay, so now I'm here. When you got off, did you have anywhere to go? Did you know, did you have an address, a place to go?
I looked up a hotel that wasn't that far away from the gym.
So you just looked up you didn't have a gym to go to yet?
That far away from the airport. And I walked around, and luckily there was a temple that had kind of a shitty, it was a really bad gym. It was a really poor gym.
Yeah.
There's dogs running around. It's a cheap temple. But we went and asked. I brought some money, and I had to ask the monk who was on the temple grounds. I had to ask the monk, can I train here? He looked at me and he's like, yeah. He said, okay, and then I tried to offer him some money, and he's like, oh no, just go. And then train. So yeah.
Wow. And so you just stay there and you just train there for how long? How long was you there?
That was just 6 weeks.
You lived there?
No, at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
I used to just jog from the hotel to that gym and then jog back to the hotel when I was done.
So 45 miles away.
It'd be like jogging from here to the Thailand Cafe.
So about 5 miles.
Yeah.
If that.
I don't even think that, but yeah.
From here to my work, which is right next to that, is 5 miles.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's about 5 miles.
That's crazy. No thanks.
It's crazy life. And there are people there.
So I got a million different things to ask. We can talk about when you first got there. We can talk about more recently. Kyler, you help me out.
Oh my God. Just talk about the lady boys, man. How many dicks did you touch before you realized you were in love with the actual girl?
Okay, so your last trip over there, where you were staying, how long were you staying there? So you were there for a year and a half. Your last time, when you got there this last time, where did you spend that last year and a half? Where did you sleep at night?
First, stayed at the camp with Charlton Henry. My trainer is a French trainer.
And you stayed there for the entire year and a half you was there?
Yeah, for the most part.
So what was your day-to-day life like? I mean, what was a typical day? Like, what would you do when you would wake up? You know, like, what was your...
I'll take breaks sometimes and teach English, but when I was training, most of the time, just wake up, go running, and then you go run like 5 or 6 miles, come back, jump rope for 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, just wait until they say stop. That's usually about those times.
Yeah.
Then maybe they tell you to hit the bag or do some sit-ups like 500, or hit the bag, do knees on the bag, get it warmed up, shadow boxing.
And how many hours a day would you spend training, like, on a typical day?
4 hours in the morning and then 4 hours in the evening.
So you spend 8 hours. So it's a full-time job. So you're there to train full-time.
Yeah. They want you training morning and evening.
What about money? Like, they pay you or they feed you or what?
From the fights you get. They just take 10% from your fights.
When you fight.
And you can keep the rest.
So describe to me this Muay Thai camp. I don't know what to even envision when I think about like where you were at.
I like it. It's outdoors. Most of them are outdoors, the ones I trained at anyways.
Yeah.
And I like the fresh air, especially out in the country. When I was in Isan, which is like out like country here, you know, not like New York or Bangkok,
right.
You know.
Yeah.
And those gyms were outside, fresh air, just rice fields and cows.
Kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. Like you're out in the
farm areas.
And so how many people would be there? How many people are at a Muay Thai camp like that?
Around average, I would say about like 10 to 20.
What about ethnicity? Like, how many average were white?
Most of
I'd say like were you the only American?
Most of the gyms I trained at were mostly all Thais, except for when I went to my French friend, his name's Charlton. I went to his
He probably
and
brought
I met a lot of cool French people
Yeah.
from there actually, who are really good fighters and stuff, and helped me out a lot too when I was down there.
So when we go to France?
We can.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I got a buddy in France I met at spring break. So when I went to South Beach in Miami.
Yeah, we don't want to know where the rest of the story goes.
Oh well, let's just say
cocaine's a hell of a drug, right? South Florida.
I'm drug free for as long as you've been born.
Your mom at the fucking bar. That shit was hilarious.
God, I need to take another shot.
No, Lord.
Well, let's fucking do it.
So you're living in this place. There's 10, 20 other people.
Mosquitoes.
Right. So where do you sleep? I mean, is there a place? Do everybody have their own sleeping quarters, or like you guys all just like bunk up together?
When I went to the one in Buriram, they offered me a place like it had like a little bed and you could sleep there, like a little bed on the floor.
Yeah.
And they also had a hammock right by the ring.
That's kind of how I pictured it. You just basically just get a little spot, just somewhere, just random spot to sleep.
I always ended up just passing out in the hammock. I just slept there and put my stuff by the wall. And they didn't say anything. They didn't care.
So then you wake up at 6 a.m. The rooster crows, and you just get up and you just start, and you're just like, all right, time to fucking run 5 miles.
You'll hear the chickens run, and then you'll just see like the kids are like so fucking
tired.
And
everybody starts
tying
stirring.
their shoe. Yeah.
So what do their kids do? Is that all they fucking do?
Some
like
of them
literally,
go to
is
school
there
too.
nothing
Like
else?
they'll train before they go to school. They'll get up really early. Their dads will go make them run, and their dads go to the camp with them and make them go do this stuff too. It's really cool because the community comes together at these gyms and like
to them it's genuinely
it's a way of life. It's like it's like a lifestyle.
It's like painting for somebody that's interested in painting. It's
a lot of these kids are using the money to take care of their family.
Right. Like it's a way of life, just the way they do everything. Their whole life is their world revolves around.
Like a lot of times they don't understand why we, as Westerners, would have put ourselves through that. Why would we put ourselves through that? They do it to survive. And
Right.
We're doing it just like I like this. This is fun. You know?
They don't understand doing it for recreation.
Not all. Like there's some who understand it.
Well, I'm sure, but like as a 12-year-old kid who gets stuck 40 hours a week doing that, you know, you just because your dad tells you to do it, just like over here, you know, your dad just sits there and hounds on you. Whoever just tells you to do whatever, you know, eventually you just get tired of it.
Yes, but all these kids who stick with it and say they stay out of trouble and they just don't go to prison. Like they stay in jail and they're really good people. Like I never met like none of the Thais I fought I never had a problem with. There was no shit talking. There was no like mean mugging.
Right.
But
they'll just like
there is a little controversy because like there's been some fights that you posted where obviously you won the fight but you didn't win the fight.
Yeah, that
you get discriminated. Is it discrimination? You think?
Well, of course they want to see their guy win, and most people know, for the most part, if you don't knock them out, you're not gonna win. You know?
No, really.
And it's gotten a lot better since a long time ago. It was really, really hard. I guess in the 1980s and stuff like that. But
like if you wanted to win, you had to get the KO.
Yeah. You had to bring it. But here, just like I've gotten so used to it sometimes, where I'm just like, I don't care if they raise my hand or not. Like in my mind, I just want to like, no, I did my best to try to win, to try to do the best I could in that fight. And then whether they decide I win or not, then I'll just go home happy because I gave it my all.
What about the decision they made during your prison fight? Would you actually
what's a prison fight?
Start from the beginning and tell us about the prison fight, and then we'll get to
You don't know a prison fight?
I might have an idea, but I don't know if my idea is even close to true. Right, accurate or not.
The government put together this program where
the Thai government,
the Thai government put together this program where the Thai prisoners they train Muay Thai at the gym all day, or at the gym at the prison all day, and they can fight to reduce their sentence. They can, and some of them they're never gonna get out. Like their sentence is like 1,000 years.
Right? They're dying in prison,
but they still fight.
But they still fight. Yeah.
And then what do they get? So if you fight a guy that's doing 25 years, you fight.
They might just get like
Jesus Christ, you're attached over here.
They might just get a year off or something.
Right.
You know, you never know. It's up to the court.
Wow.
Could be something.
So so they just like, hey, you fucking chomo. If you want to get 5 years knocked off your sentence, if you can kick the shit out of this fucking little white dude, then we're gonna take 5 years off your sentence. They just do that just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's crazy to
think.
Like
some Street Fighter.
It's crazy to think that there's a place in this fucking world where that shit goes down, where just some fucking hierarch is just like, hey. Guess what? Today's your lucky day.
That will never happen in America.
Life around the world is a lot different.
Unless Trump is in office.
And people don't see it until they go there and see it for themselves.
That's crazy. I couldn't imagine.
Well, I mean, once Trump's in office, we'll have prison fights once a year.
Probably, yeah. It'll
Even
be like
a purge. We'll probably have a purge.
That movie with Jason Statham, where he's got to get out of that prison.
Oh, the Expendables?
No, where they're racing the cars.
The Expendables. The Expendables. You think out of all people, who's going to say Jason Statham when there's like 30 other actors in there?
Who gives a fuck?
There's no prison.
Mel wasn't. Nah, fuck you.
There's not one prison in all three of those movies.
Who gives a shit? This guy wants to get technical, keeping score and stuff.
Oh, God. I have to.
So when you got over there, was it a pain in the ass to get adjusted to like the food and stuff? Like, what was it like when you?
He was already adjusted to the food before you left.
I was there. I'm used to it.
He was eating right out of the toilet before you left.
I was getting myself ready. I was like, oh, just shit in the toilet.
You just started raising cats, just like it was going out of style.
Dude, I'd be dead asleep and he'd just be.
Then I go there and there's got fucking McDonald's, and I was like, what the fuck did I pay for? Like.
But their McDonald's that you get over there is not the same. Like Eddie Wong, I was listening to this podcast and he was saying like they went to this place and they're like, man, they'd been there for like 2 weeks. I'm like, man, I just want some fucking American food, you know? And so they go into this place to get some fucking Philly cheesesteak and they're like, this is not a fucking Philly cheesesteak. It was just whatever the fuck they had, just on some crazy ass fucking bread. It didn't taste nothing like a Philly cheese. Like,
it's probably a town where you see no stray dogs.
Like, you should just call this like a soul special sandwich or something. He's like, don't call it a fucking Philly cheesesteak. They're just crazy, just Asian ways to put stuff that not even close to American food. Was it hard to find American food if you wanted some?
Me?
Yeah.
If I was in Bangkok, no. I could even get Mexican food if I wanted to.
Did you see the Hangover guys there?
Every day, dude. I was telling them to leave me alone.
So how often would you go into the city?
When
You're out in the country. How often would you go?
Most of the time, I would just go to the city just to work because it's easier to find. I mean, you can find work outside too, but
how is the nightlife there?
Let's not talk about this.
Let's talk about the fucking nightlife.
Yeah, what? So yeah, you go out.
Well, there's some places you can go, and it's not where there's a bunch of like girls and stuff, but there are girls, but not like
girls.
Crazy. The girls. So, like House on Roads, there's like a lot of people go there to drink, but it's not like a sex area, you know, like just for sex. You can go there and just hang out.
Yeah.
The places for the sex scene and all that stuff is like.
Where you spend most of your time.
Fuck you. So like Cowboy they have and a bunch of other things like this. And I've been there one time.
So you go to a different area. So if you're in a town, you go to a different area of town where there's a different nightlife scene. If you're looking to pick up chicks versus. Bars.
I saw that there was a Thai guy singing. He sounded just like Metallica.
So you started singing. It was like you go to a different like neighborhood to go to bars just to hang out than you go to if you're trying to meet a chick, like that.
No, you can like in Thailand.
Well, that's what you kind of made it seem like talking about the sex scene.
If you're trying to pick up a girl,
if you're just like looking for sex, you're just going to go to this place and you can just get.
Holy shit!
You scared the fuck out of me, Andrew. If you want sex, like I'm gonna pay for sex this night, you know, and then you can just go there and those girls.
Oh, so that's it. So paying for sex is like a big thing over there. Like,
you never had money.
Yes, a lot of people go there just for sex. There's a lot of old people there who just go there and you'll go to those bars and you'll see some sleazy motherfuckers and you're like, wait a second, I'm here too. What the fuck am I like?
Right? Some fat slobby old man with some 22-year-old fucking Thai chick.
Then you're looking and you're like,
fucking Thai chick.
It's crazy.
How old was?
They're all legal consent there? They're all 18 and up. Like and like I don't know that, but. I didn't see any girls that looked like they were like 12 or fucking 14. You know?
All of them look like they're 12 or 14 unless they're fucking 40. And then they look like they're 80.
When you're around them, I think you could see like the age. But
I don't know, man. I've ran into some Asian chicks that are just like,
I'm fucking 90, bro.
They're once they hit like 50, they start looking like they're 90. But once they
hit menopause,
they're like under that.
But before that, they look 22.
They look 1,000. As soon as they look old, they just look 1,000.
You just go from 23 to 87 just in one day. That's the only.
Just like I need to check your ID. I don't have ID. Oh well, then you're fucking 10, and then you just run. Like that. Everybody in this neighborhood knows your name, obviously, because you had to go door to door.
Fuck.
Thank you, Thailand.
Oh shit!
Thank you, fucking.
You brought that shit over here.
Every time someone tried to punch me, I just won too. You know. I felt bad, cause they were genuinely mad at me.
So how many? This guy, he just randomly digging in the fridge, like, what the fuck you got in here? How often would you actually fight?
There was one point when I was staying out in the country. I was fighting almost every weekend, sometimes twice a week.
Really?
Just hop in the back of the truck and go out to some fucking.
So they just put nowhere. So they just put you in the back of some like crazy little
I'd be in the back
truck
of the truck
thing.
With like 6 other people.
Yeah, and you guys just like in a movie, just be bebop along through the fucking rice paddies up and down hills, just going way too fucking fast.
Like Rambo,
right? Yeah. So you guys I could just see you guys just.
No, we'd get
fucking chicken feathers just fucking flying.
They're
shit.
Driving like a rally car.
Some of these places we go to, there's not a lot of foreigners there. So when the girls see you, they're just like screaming like you're just
no, it's just. So you get a lot of pussy just for being white over there. Like no, like I'm good. I was.
Oh my god.
Mom? Next subject, please.
No, seriously.
Allegedly,
no, like being a foreigner, being the minority.
I wouldn't say that they exist. Like all Thai girls just want your.
Well, no,
but there are girls who a lot of girls.
Do you give us a percentage?
I'm saying like you went over there and you noticed
80%.
Like you noticed a huge increase over here of women being attracted to you more just because you're not from there, like versus like being over here.
Yeah.
Like definitely.
You don't have to worry about poppy fields.
You just gotta
tripping and
go
pussy.
there. You just gotta go there and go sit, drink, smile at a girl. She'll come sit down with you.
No shit.
Yeah, then you find out later that she's fucking about to just
Then you
stick
find
her
out
dick
she
in
has
you.
a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, so is the customs
This is
there?
awful.
Is the custom there a lot different? Like over here, like a girl walks into a bar, she sits down, and it's up to some guy to walk him, talk to her, give her a drink. Like, is it more?
Dude, she doesn't have to agree to go with you. Like she works at for the bar. If she doesn't feel comfortable going with you, she doesn't have to. I've seen that.
Oh, this guy!
No.
You're talking about some fucking some
we're just talking about regular.
I'm talking about
girls.
regular.
They don't have regular women there.
Oh, like
How much
regular
time
girl.
did you spend in whorehouses while you were in Thailand? He's telling me the fucking hooker etiquette
It's
over
like,
here.
I don't know what subject.
No,
we're on. Talking about Thailand, man. There's
Just
so
meeting
much.
a girl, like just meeting a random
normal
girl. Yeah, like,
Yeah, because you said you sit down and be
Oh,
it's pretty common for for a girl to
there's a
come
lot
up
of
and want to
times
engage in
girls
conversation.
they just want to practice their English with you. So those go up and start talking to you just to practice their English.
And
But,
once I found that out, I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
So I see. So there's a lot of people over there that
like when I was
speak
teaching English, every time I would go back to my desk, there was like flowers or candy or notes on my desk from the fucking students.
So English is probably a big language over there. Obviously, people
Yeah,
are that
They're
are really wanting to learn it. That
right now.
oh, are they
Yeah.
really? Like the
Mhm.
whole the whole country is kind of like in school and stuff and everything. They're
all
trying
the
to.
Southeast Asian countries are a part of this thing. It's called ASEAN, ASEAN, and they're enforcing. They're trying to make all the countries united to speak English.
Like Hitler.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, just like
So
Hitler.
how do they feel about that? They're
they just hate the Jews.
like would they be over here? We'd be like, fuck you, you commies. It's
No.
fucking America. We speak American.
What if they
Like,
just
you know,
had
like-
that redneck accent out of nowhere?
I was saying, like over there, like all of a sudden,
like,
you got all these different countries now have their own language. Like you speak Laotian or Thai or fucking Chinese, Japanese, whatever, and all of a sudden they're wanting like, oh fuck you. Like over here, it'd be like trying to switch everybody back over to the metric system. They'd fucking freak out. I mean,
My friend said, if you teach them English, we'll be out of jobs. So we don't
Really?
teach them English. We just play games.
Yeah, we saw your videos on Facebook.
so you're like a high commodity item, fucking speaking English over there. Like,
But they love me. The teachers love me. That's why I never got fired from work. Sean got
You
fired
could-
like fucking.
so an American could probably go to Thailand and make a living just teaching English.
Like
huh?
me, I'm smart as fuck. Like I'm going there. I'm president.
You look like
Like no, your great
Workaholics.
if your great grandpappy was the fucking prime minister of fucking Thailand
Yeah,
in
I could be
1774.
I could be president. I just like they're
You could be president.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thailand.
No, so if they really want you, if they really want people to learn English that bad, could any one of us that know how to speak English fluently go over there and probably get a job somewhere and make a living teaching
I
This
only
English?
have
dude
right
just
now?
told you he quit high school and
Well,
he's
I'm
over there
talking-
teaching.
I only-
I know
I
this
only have a
motherfucker went
GED.
from Muay Thai.
I only had a
train
GED.
Muay Thai. He didn't go over there to teach English. You have to
that,
have
was,
an
that, was
aspiration.
that was a job that he did.
Well, I don't. We haven't fucking got to this. Okay, I don't know this.
If you look decent and you're a native speaker, they don't really like. You can get a job. You're not supposed to, but you can get a job teaching English easy because like they want someone that's native speakers and looks good.
Right.
Like looks good, decent.
drug test and a ruler.
If you're from somewhere else that isn't a native speaker country, but you speak English and you want to teach them, then they're a little bit more strict. They want to see like the degree and all this stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, like, hey, like a guy like me, if I just got
And they're
bored, like I
racist.
could go to
You think white
Thailand
people
and
are
just
racist?
He
decide
really
to-
could. Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Well,
he
right.
did it.
You think
But he
white
was
people are
learning.
racist? The Thai, like not all Thais, but a lot of them, they hate blacks. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Not a lot of black people
African
there.
American.
Like there'll be a lot of people from Africa working there, but I felt sorry for this one guy. He's from Kenya, I
Yeah.
think, and he was an English teacher there.
Probably
He
nice
taught-
as fuck.
Yeah,
Probably
dude,
super
he's
fucking
cool.
nice.
Dude, I
I've met
met him, like,
Kenyans.
one of the
Kenyans
coolest
are
guys.
super
What
fucking
about
nice.
American?
Yeah,
white
most
people?
American.
They're
American.
all
I think they still face it too.
I said, are they hated because of the color of their skin, or are they hated because they're
think
from
so.
Africa?
I think it's just they
Really?
they think they don't like dark. Like there'll be beautiful girls who are like dark skinned, but they want to be like white skinned. You know what the fuck?
They need to
Why?
watch The Color
you look
Purple.
Good. They need to watch. This guy.
Oh god.
So
Cheers, Andrew.
When you talk
This is
about
our boy Andrew here.
nobody can see him.
Just pretend, or just imagine Kylo Ren with a slick
You
black.
know, technically, this could have been Andrew over here doing this podcast, but you know, he decided he didn't want to commit.
Andrew used to
He doesn't have what it takes. Yeah.
BBWs? You mean BWW? BBWs. He went to Buffalo Wild Wings. He said, "I went to BBWs."
That's so fucking funny.
He's got a big, beautiful
my
woman just
God.
at home. or a big black woman, whichever one. Dude, I watch porn. What the fuck are you talking about?
I watch porn.
No shit. He's like, you go to categories like a normal person. You're like,
What the fuck's a BBW? And they click on it, you find out it's a fat girl.
He's just like, now
Jack
that's
called you on the podcast.
that's my
Who?
Tuesday and
Jack?
Thursday.
The British guy.
Oh yeah. What's that dude up to?
You tried to call me on Facebook. Not that
B-
long.
He meant to say
B-dubs.
BBCs. That's really what he's into. But he's like, look how fucking high he is right now in his skinny jeans. He probably was with some BBCs.
Dude, I just gave him those jeans.
What?
Yeah.
You gave him what?
Those jeans?
Oh.
I wore them
You
not
grew-
even one time.
Did you grow into him too much so you had to give him to him? So
I
that way
couldn't
they
wear
wouldn't be
them.
skinnier?
We dropped them off downtown for the homeless people, and he was there.
Like all the fucking way.
So the dick area, so the crotch is too big, hasn't shrunken back up. Like the package area is stretched out. Oh, so you're sagging, but you ain't got nothing to fill it up.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of like a deep V-neck shirt. It's like a deep fucking.
So you got itty bitty titties, but you're wearing a D-cup bra. That's kind of like what you're feeling in this area. Like, is that
He finally caught on.
what-
Oh, God. Let's hope they can hear him.
It doesn't matter if they don't. They can all pretty much what's going on. Yes, there's some little dick kid sitting over here in skinny jeans that are apparently too big.
Now he's got his dick out. That's not a bad dick.
That's a
He
beautiful.
shaves. That's good.
It's a beautiful dick. Oh, God.
Oh man.
Times are hard. So's my dick.
Looks like a little gremlin. Feed it.
Put some water on it.
Oh, it's too much. So, anyways, back to Thailand. So, when your first time when you went over there, how long were you there? Your
6
first
weeks.
trip, and you
6
came back
weeks.
after 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, just because not having the
That's
money,
when
it's
you
not.
was
I just
there.
went.
That's when you went with Zerg, or
No, I never met up with Zerga there. He came, but I never.
but you went there.
Yeah, I went by myself.
You guys are at
So-
the same time.
Uh-uh. Well, we've been there at the same time, but he was.
That was the
with
second
someone
time?
else. Yeah.
So you went for 6 weeks, just the first time, just to see it. You had.
Yeah.
So you came back. You didn't go and plan on staying. So you just went
Mm-mm.
just to see what it was all about, and you stayed that whole 6 weeks at that poor gym that
Yeah.
you was talking about.
Yeah, I didn't move anywhere else.
So when you came back,
Time.
when you came back from that, how long
Oh,
was you
man.
here before you went back the second time?
About 3 years.
Yeah.
About
So
3
oh,
years.
so you went for vacation. You came back for quite a while. And then,
Yeah, but ever since I came back the first time, I was
so
just
for
like,
3
I gotta get
years
back, I
you
gotta
were
go back.
fucking jonesing to go back.
So was it 2011 you went back?
For 2012, you said you went in like 08, 09.
The first time
Yeah, and then
First time you were in there.
when I went back, it was like I think 2012. Around there.
Yeah. And then you were there for
Almost
a couple
2
hours and you
years.
turned. You're there for how long?
how long was the second time?
Like 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Second time. So that was your longest stay. Was 2.5 years and one time.
I always round it up to about, like, when I ask people, they're always like, how long has he been over there? And I was like, well, a total, I'd say about 4 or 5 years. And that's about right.
Right. So, what was like the winter time like out there? Was it like it is here? You know,
It's
like
still hot, but it can get pretty cool sometimes, especially in the morning. It can get really, really cold, but most of the time it's still pretty warm.
so like where you're at, because like I'm not sure exactly on the globe. Like it's pretty warm in Thailand. You said like all the
Oh,
time, like
it's
pretty
hot.
close to the equator
Like
and shit.
jungle, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the equator, I think.
It's south of you're
Yeah,
actually
south
south,
of
but
the
but
equator.
probably pretty close. So it's
Yeah.
it's.
You know,
So, like, it
we'll-
doesn't-
We'll fact check that later.
I'm just saying. So like I'm just saying like you're trained outside this Muay Thai camp, but you're not doing
Andrew?
like dead of fucking winter.
See where Thailand is. From
Young Jamie,
Yeah.
tell us.
Tell
More
us.
coffee.
Hey,
City,
Lisa, you out over
you
there, you
should-
fucking cocksucker. What are you doing?
You should
Hi,
look up
Sky.
and see where Thailand is from the equator.
Where is Thailand? I don't even know where it's. I've been there.
He
I don't
just
know where it
flies
is on the
there.
map. I just fly there. I'm just like Thailand. They know where it's at. I don't even go.
No, seriously, how close is Thailand to the equator?
Ecuador.
So does that mean the summertime is just hotter than fuck?
Dude, hotter than balls.
No shit.
Yeah, it's so hot.
How hot is the balls?
Imagine being imagine being in a sauna with a giant ball sack.
So was it humid as fuck there?
So I'll just
Yes.
go in a
Yeah.
sauna with him next time.
And in Bangkok, it's polluted. So when you step outside or ride the motorcycle or do whatever, you just feel sticky. Like you just.
What do you mean so
Humidity.
polluted? Just because of all this?
Bangkok has all the cars and motorcycles and stuff.
That's how it is in California, though.
Is it like?
Some parts in California.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's so bad. You look at the skies and it's just smog. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, see, like I know in California, like if like they have cameras when you get on the highway. Like if you're getting on the highway and you're accelerating and your car's putting out too much exhaust, they'll fucking send you a ticket. They'll take a picture of your license plate and write you a ticket for emissions.
All right.
Adios, amigo.
Auf Wiedersehen. Hasta la vista.
Stay black.
Baby.
Be safe. Head first.
So anyways, that was weird. He just showed up just to get made fun of about his skinny jeans and
To
take
get
off.
roasted.
He just walked in.
The
It's like,
roast of Andrew.
It just happens. We don't plan it.
Every time. It's
It
never
just
good.
shows up.
We were supposed to talk about the road trip if you wanted to do it or not, but
wow.
we got into this. Whatever
Political
this is
debate.
called.
Yeah, this fucking
Mm.
political debate.
Trump rally. It's all fucked up. You want to take these shots?
Did when you was over there, did you ever live in the city for any point in time, or was you
Yeah.
always?
Yeah, when I was teaching English, every time I would go back into Bangkok, and then that's when I would.
When you go,
That's when I would go to the party, like the party scene.
so when you would go,
Sometimes you need a break.
so you go into Bangkok just teach English, and you wouldn't train while you were there. You would just go just
I
to
would just work and save money, and then go out and enjoy myself a little bit too.
like for how long of a period of time would you go there?
most time, I would just do one semester, which is like 2.5 months or 3 months.
Damn, so you would just pick up, so you just leave the country and go in the city and just live for 3 months. How would you do that? I mean, you said you had a
Most
job,
places-
but like,
some
where would
places
you
will-
live and shit?
Some places will set you up with a apartment or something. They'll give you money to get an apartment or anything to move closer. Like they'll set you up nicely, especially when you go through an agency. Some agencies take care of you
What?
really nice.
And they like through where?
'Cause they
Through
make
the
a lot-
Muay Thai camp?
Because you might get paid 20,000 baht or 30,000 baht a month, but they're getting like 50, 60, 80,000 baht. So you're
You
making
got a total of
money.
all those people making that money at a time. They're making 10% from every single person.
making more.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, I see. So they help.
So they
you-
want you there. So they're like, oh yeah, just pay 2,000 baht.
That's crazy. The way just
Apartment.
shit's just so fucking different over here. Like over here, like you can't do that. Like, you can't just come over here and some guy knows how to speak Spanish and he's just like, let me fucking teach you how to speak Spanish or whatever, or fucking or
Well,
Thai.
I mean-
Thai guy couldn't come over here and do that, and then we'll just when he gets tired of fucking whatever doing whatever the fuck he came over teach English, we just send him over and he gets a fucking job.
There
and then
probably
we'll
is
just pay.
things like that. We just haven't expanded our horizons. We haven't.
Well, we just don't
experienced
know.
that.
We just don't know because
Exactly.
we're not foreign.
I would
There's
say
things
Thailand
like
is
that.
pretty forgiving because I've worked there. And I've actually overstayed my visa a few times where I wasn't able to get a visa. and I had
Isn't
to
that
stay
why
behind.
you're home right now?
Yeah, because it was too much. If I would have stayed any longer, I would have been banned for a long time.
Okay, so
Almost for life. I mean, you can get banned for life sometimes.
Yeah.
so your visa, why are you're home?
I was eating mama noodles for a long time, which is like ramen noodles. I had just shit for money. I had nothing, and every time before the prison fight. Before that point, I kept having fights coming up, and then they get canceled. Fights coming up, and they get canceled. And I just kept getting more and more
Scared.
debt. And borrow money, huh?
They were scared.
I would borrow.
And it
would
and
be
it was because
something-
because the government was fucking with you, so they were shutting.
Well, the prison fight kept getting delayed, and
Oh.
the prison fight was the most important one.
Yeah.
So Charlton and us, we were just like, okay, we just got to make room for that. If I get injured and taking some fight just for money, and then I can't do the prison fight, which is on Showtime and stuff, which is kind of a big deal,
right.
then I won't be able to do it. So we just decided to just train for that. So at that point, it kept getting delayed, and I was like, fuck, and I didn't have any money.
You have money to renew the visa,
No, I didn't have money to eat.
right?
So
Or
I
do
couldn't-
nothing. Yeah. So that's how you got
But
And
you're alive
Charlton
now.
fucking let me train there for free.
really.
They took care of me since day one, and I feel like honestly, like you probably when you guys meet him too, you're just like, damn, this guy's fucking legit. He's been there for a long time.
Really?
Huh?
So
he's coming. They're coming. Him and his brother are coming to the U.S. in September.
So I'm sure. Are you gonna
11th?
try to?
11th.
Yeah, to celebrate the anniversary of the French Queen's birthday.
How many people does he know over here? Like, is it gonna be something like he's gonna want to come here or meet up with you or
yeah,
something?
he'll come through here. He said, and there's a guy named Barish that I met too.
Yeah, you train in our gym.
Yeah. Well, he will.
He
Sorry,
would.
he-
I'm sure
by
he'd be
that
so.
time we have a different place.
Yeah. Well, he could. I was thinking about having him come into a seminar and like having people pay him. Like put in money to.
Yeah.
By that time we'll just rent out a building.
Because when he gets here, it's still going to be. I mean, depending on how much money comes with, but he's still going to need money to.
And his brother
survive and stuff.
he's not a Muay Thai fighter. He's a boxer. And he's fucking good. Like he's really good. So fast. And I've never seen anybody in my life, even among the Thais. I've seen some Thais, but like so for a foreigner, he trains so hard. Like morning and day. No excuses. Like. He never does like, oh, I'm sick and don't want to train. If he's sick, he's sick. Like he's fucking puking and he's not training.
So it seems like training over there, like it's embedded in that culture to do that. Am I right? I mean, is that something
Imagine
is it something like where
a little kid? Imagine you're doing it since you're a little kid.
So is it something like here, like where like I know they go to church over here, but put it like thing like everybody goes to church. Like some people are very, very fluent in it. They go every Sunday, always have. Some people like us, like we've been a few times, like we know how to act in the church. We've been, but we don't really go all the time. But we got some church etiquette. Is it kind of like that, where like where everybody knows Muay Thai, knows of some sort?
I'll say this: a lot of the pros, when there's been some pros that I've known that they're really badass, but they just fucking. They do it like some of them do drugs or something, but some of them they just drink whiskey and shit. They just drink all the time, go party all the time, but then they already know how to do it because they've done it their whole fucking life. So
it's
when
not
they
like
take a fight and they just look so relaxed, like they're playing, but they're still fucking hitting like hard and stuff.
Right. It's just you're just so.
And they've been drinking and they're just like
right.
It's no big deal. Like,
but yeah, so like everybody over there has some sort of training in Muay Thai, pretty much. Like
no, not everybody, but most people love the sport.
Like it's like over here, like is it something where everybody like follows, fighting over there? Like here, everybody watches football and baseball.
They like
is that like a
thing?
thing?
A part of it and watch it, but some people don't want to fight for it because they consider it the poor man's sport. Like upper class.
Because they know the struggle a lot of you fighters go through to try to train and do that.
Yeah, it's for that. It's for those people.
Pretty much like people here becoming plumbers and all that stuff, and it's just like something at the bottom of the totem pole that if you need money, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And some people like that and train. Somebody's making a shit ton of money, but a majority of the guys, of the guys don't. Just like over here, there's some electrician knocking out a shit ton of money, but
become actors. Like there's a lot of Muay Thai fighters that come out of there either become actors or
or become good trainers.
Yeah, their Muay Thai is good, and they can turn it into a stunt that looks good on TV, or they just teach somebody.
Right.
Which in the future, I would like to get a Thai guy that has experience fighting, like 300 fights, 200 fights, and bring him here to work for Black Shark. It's a future goal.
Why don't you?
I know some people there.
Black Shark. Let's kind of get into that a little bit while we're on here.
Yeah. So now you're home.
So I got this gym.
And how long? Now you're home, and you're stuck because of your visa expired. You're stuck here for a while, right?
Yeah, I'm staying here. I'm getting this gym set up, and
so that's your.
I need to make a stable. The unstable the lifestyle I lived afforded me to be able to live the way I was living, But now I got so much bullshit and so much responsibility I need to start taking care of, and I need to be stable to build something.
Right. So you're gonna stay here.
Yeah, I'm staying. I got to stay somewhere.
Right. And so obviously, you're wanting to start a gym. So let's hear about your aspirations. While you're here, you're wanting to. You're already training. You're already training people here.
Make them run. Everyone has to run. Yeah, and just we're starting from the bottom in the garage, But everybody who's here right now. This motherfucker said like Drake.
He's like, I think I understand that joke.
It took you a while. Like
I was like, did I just hear that in my mind? I was like, should I say something? I'm gonna say something. Like, what the fuck are we talking about now?
You're talking about starting the gym. You start
We're
starting the
starting from the
gym.
bottom. Everyone who starts paying $40 per month right now, they're getting a heck of a deal because, like I said, I'm not the best, but I have a lot of experience. I know a lot of tricks.
Like
and stuff.
obviously, if you were in a better building, paying all this overhead, it would cost a lot more.
Yeah, and $40 is cheap for right now, just to build some clientele. Everyone who's going to stay with us right now, since we're at the bottom, their price will never go up.
Right.
Even when we move into a new building.
Once we get the new building, we're gonna add a little just because it's gonna cost us a lot more. Like this is my house. I mean, I'm paying for it regardless.
Well, yeah,
having the lights on out in the garage ain't shit.
But if we're leasing a building, if we're leasing a building, you got to pay that. You got to keep the lights on.
Everyone who's here now, the same price,
right,
for life.
But how many guys you training right now?
About 8.
Nice.
If you think about it, 8 continuously. There might be a couple stragglers here and there that just come whenever they fucking feel like.
If I had $1 for every person that has told me in the last 6-8 months that when you get back they want you to train them, I'd be rich already.
Yeah. I'd be rich.
I'm telling you right now, everybody.
So about that,
my mom, no, I've had so many people.
Yeah, I mean, just like
no names.
What the fuck? From the bar, the cook at the bar. He came up and was asking.
He's like, I want to get my daughter in there. I want to get in there.
Yeah, but he was talking. He wants to train. He wants his daughter. But basically, what I'm getting at is anybody you talk to, they all want a part of it, man. So I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be too hard. But actually getting the commitment.
I would rather have quality people than quantity. I would rather have 3 guys who are fucking dedicated to train and don't fucking bullshit me on Facebook.
And we got a few.
Huh? Yeah,
we got a few.
Training every day, training like someone who's like, I'm gonna fucking train with you morning and evening. Like they're just like they're completely.
But that's kind of the way it works in a business. You get the numbers, and then eventually
the quality.
You're gonna weed out, and you're gonna know where your quality's coming from. So when you get started, you got to just put it out there, and you got to get you're gonna get because the people that love it, it's gonna take some sort of dedication to come back. Because either they're going to come once or twice, and they're not going to come.
I don't want the gym to turn into a fitness center. I want it to be a strictly fight gym.
It'll be a fitness center if you think about it.
They can get in shape.
Yeah. I mean, not.
They're going to train the same way the fighter does.
Well, yeah. Just, I mean, like people all the time, just like, for different things. Like, for instance, like Joey Diaz, he says that, he trains jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't do it because he fucking wants to fight or anything like that. He does because it keeps him in shape. It helps him, in all kinds of ways. Shape. And he does it.
He's fucking huge.
This guy, he's full of it. What's next?
You talking about the kid?
What?
You talking about the kid?
No, Joey Diaz. He's fucking jiu-jitsu. He wants to be in shape. Round is in shape, and that dude is
I thought you said something totally different. He was like 450 fucking pounds. He's down. He's like 270.
Ever since the
270
longest yard, he was a fat fucking.
Dude, in longest yard, he was still doing blow and living in his fucking car. That was 05, and he didn't get clean off blow till 08.
Now look at him.
Fucking.
I just got clean off blow yesterday, so today's my 12-hour mark. So
yeah.
All right, we're gonna end this.
Buy me a Coke.
Yeah, we're off at the bar. Go find a Coke Rock, but.
Did you already take your shot?
I just poured a new one.
You fucking cocksucker.
Let's do it. Let's finish.
Now you fucking cocksucker.
Start going Joey Diaz on.
Cheers.
How long a podcast?
An hour
so far. An hour? Like over an hour, under an hour? Can't see.
Oh. That was what?
Vincent now it got warm.
We're at just under an hour. Time to go to work tomorrow, man.
7:30. 7:30.
Oh, That's awesome. I wish I could.
Wednesday, maybe we can get off in time for some half price.
I'm worried about some $4 burger or $5 burgers,
$4 burger and half price. Yeah, $4 pitchers tomorrow at Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
There's a boy and a clown walking in the woods. The boy says to the clown,
Oh, we're gonna shut this down.
I'm scared. And the clown says, how do you think I feel? I have to walk back alone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow everybody come out to Bourbon Street. $4 pitchers, $5 burgers, fries, a whole meal. So you spend $9, you get a pitcher and a whole meal.
Yeah, can't fuck with it.
That's
Yeah.
more than you get at McDonald's. So
What's a McDonald's?
I
You
don't
get
know.
those in Thailand?
I've heard about it.
I haven't eaten McDonald's since the other day.
Yeah, so you can buy McDonald's in however many fucking countries. What was McDonald's like in Thailand? Was it was it the exact same? Like you just order anything
Well, it
from a
was the
Big
exact
Mac
same
to a
for
fillet of
me
fish or
because I
what?
always ordered the same shit, Big Mac or a cheeseburger. But,
Yeah.
they have some Thai menus too, like some rice with some, like almost like tuk cut up steak kind of stuff.
But if you wanted a McChicken or a
Yeah,
Big
you
Mac
get
or a
McChicken.
quarter pounder, you go over
Big
there.
Mac, quarter
What do they
pounder,
call what do they call a quarter pounder with cheese?
quarter pounder cheese?
Do they use the metric system over there? Or is every
It's an 1/8 pounder with
They say
salmon.
quarter pounder. Don't worry. They say
Yeah.
quarter
well,
pounder.
like in France, like Pulp Fiction, it's a Royale with cheese because they have the metric system. So they don't know what the fuck a quarter pound is.
Pulp Fiction was fucking 20 years ago or 10 years ago.
Well, Jesus fuck, who
However
gives a
long.
shit?
It's
That does
different now. It's probably the same shit. It's all everywhere. They keep the same
everywhere
name.
else is metric. America is standard. Everywhere else is the fucking
Yeah,
metric
but they
system.
can still use the fucking name. Like, come on.
Okay.
Why
Do you,
does
me-
this
You don't
do
call
you
somebody
hold on?
something
Back to the fucking question.
Why
Do
does
you
this
measure-
look like the thing from Saving Private Ryan? Like we're just gonna hide behind it when the mosquitoes are shooting at us.
Do you measure your fucking pecker in inches or centimeters over there? What is it?
Of
Millimeters.
course, centimeters, dude, because it makes it look longer.
Like no, it's-
7
centimeters.
centimeters sounds better than 3 inches.
but it is the metric system. So that you just go to McDonald's, you order a quarter pounder, and that's just the only thing that they fucking call a pound.
Yeah,
That's funny as hell.
yeah,
That's cute.
and we go by kilos instead of pounds.
Yeah, like
that's-
2.1 kilos is a
Cocaine.
pound.
Yeah,
Something
I'm
like
like 62, 63 kilos usually average.
I'm
When I was in Thailand,
47,000
Yeah,
kilos.
about half. So that means you
But I
weigh.
fought at 57 kilos before too. That kills me.
So that means
So
you
that-
probably weigh like 120, 130 pounds in.
At that time, yeah. I was like
So that means I would be
126.
114 kilos. If you're 57 kilos at
That's a
No.
fat motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you'd
I'm
be
just
like,
kidding.
how much do you weigh?
220 right now.
You'd be like 50, 53 kilos. 55
No,
kilos.
you just said what 57 kilos is
Me.
yeah,
I was about
120 pounds.
Yeah.
So why would I be 53,
Oh.
which is smaller than?
Hey, you fuck.
So you double it. If he's 120 pounds, I'd be about.
Why, where are you
60.
What the
Well,
fuck
you
are
half it.
talking
Yeah,
about?
half it, motherfucker.
No, do not.
Yeah.
I'd be about. I bet you. Let's say it's about 100 kilos. Around.
Damn,
there.
this mother. What'd you say? 220?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're right on the money.
What is it?
See, I fucking told you.
99.79 kilos.
You're 99 kilos.
100 kilos.
Got 99 kilos.
100 kilos.
Just think of me.
And a
with
pound
cocaine.
A1.
But if you
You'd be
started,
rich.
You'd be like the chick off Archer,
if
just
you
be
had
eating
the
cocaine.
schedule of training, you would be. I think you'd be 180.
Yeah, if I didn't have to
Pounds.
fucking work 12 hours a day and then
Eat fast food and drink shit ton of beer.
I don't even drink I don't even eat fast food. Like I rarely eat fast food. It's,
And beer too, because you're usually drinking tequila.
beer
tight.
me.
Like
I do drink a lot of tequila and I
shit
stay
ton
off
of
the
calories.
tequila
Shit ton of
and I
calories.
don't ever drink or I don't ever eat fast food unless like I'm in a hurry.
But one time in the bathroom, I didn't put the napkins just how he wanted. He hit me.
Oh shit.
2 shots of tequila.
So when I seen you at the bar the first time, shortly after you got back,
You look like a
Uh,
Holocaust guy.
you was telling me it was kind of overwhelming coming.
I'm sorry.
You told me it was kind of overwhelming coming back over here. What did you
Dude,
mean like that?
I still have like almost
Just because it's
anxiety
busier
attacks.
here, or is it just because everybody wants to talk to you because they haven't seen you, or what? Like what?
No,
what?
just think about, like, put it this way. Think about a plant. When you move a plant, it goes through stress, right?
Mhm.
It went from one point to the next.
Eventually,
that
it
same
gets.
kind of thing.
Eventually, it gets.
I
Back
just
to
gotta,
normal.
yeah, exactly. Just kind of readjusting.
Was it the
Yeah,
same when you would
adapt.
go? Was it the
Yeah.
same when you would go over there, or would your
When I was over
excitement
there,
kind of
the excitement would
override
kind
that? Override it a little bit.
I guess kind of because you're kind of in, but I was pretty excited when it came back, which I was kind of on a pretty good.
He didn't even fucking.
I didn't even recognize
me at the
his
fucking
arms look bigger than
he
usual.
walked. He almost walked right past me, and I had Charlie with me.
Oh
I
shit!
didn't. I was walking up and I looked down.
Yeah,
and
he
I saw
looked
Charlie.
right
and I was
there.
like, as
Oh,
soon as
shit.
I saw Charlie, I was like, all right, that's him.
Oh, that's
He
crazy.
recognized my son that he's rarely
Yeah.
seen compared to me. He's known for fucking 26 years.
Well,
Of course, I want to remember Charlie's face. He's still got that same face. Though.
Yeah, he does. Little fucking piece of shit.
I love that guy.
I love that guy.
Crazy guy.
He's
Yeah,
probably
but
the
I love
best
that
person
guy.
ever.
Oh,
let's
shit.
He
not
went
get-
fucking running with
let's
us.
not get-
He did 2 laps with us at the gym,
did he?
and he was like
okay,
wanting to train.
He did 1 lap, and then he comes inside and he goes, "Dad,
He wanted to
I'm
brag.
just, yeah, he was bragging. He's like, I'm just exercising with Uncle Cody. I'm gonna go run with him some more." Then he runs out the door. Then he comes back in and he's got this quivering lip and his eyes are watering. They forgot about me. He's about to cry. I go, "Charlie, calm down. I guarantee they come around the corner any second." And then soon enough, like sure enough, they come run around the corner. I was, "Go get him." He goes, he just fucking runs out to the street. He's 4 years old. 4-year-old blonde hair, blue eyed baby. Just running out to the fucking street. And he's got these little Muay Thai shorts on. And he just starts running with him. He just rode it.
Nice.
That was great.
What's his cardio like? He
was
made
good,
it.
dude. He fucking made it. There was one point at the end of the second lap where he stopped and he's like, "Why are you even doing this? Why don't we just walk?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk right now." Like
The 4-year-old came
Yeah.
out in him.
he was looking at it like, "Wait a second, why are we
Like,
doing
this
this?
is
This is
pointless."
stupid."
You gotta admire the honesty, though. Just
I think
in
he
a
just
child.
realized you guys are going to go to the same place regardless. And
He's
he's
just
knows
like,
where
"Wait,
it's at."
we're just.
That's true.
They didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, they didn't go to the store. We don't.
We're
There's,
in
there's the
circles.
house.
Stupid.
He's like, we
There's
don't
the
have.
house.
We didn't get ice cream. We don't have no candy.
Yeah.
Like we don't got shit. Like there was nothing
But
cool about
like,
this.
He just knew it. He came in here. He's so excited. He's like, "I'm exercising with Uncle Cody." He's like, "This is the best I felt, Daddy. This is the best I felt." And I was like, "Oh, that's great. That's great." He's
They're
"You wanna
crazy.
come
Like
running?" And I was like,
exercising gives
"No."
you the same feeling. Like no matter what age, like you be a kid, like a small kid, or you be an adult, and you exercise, for the first time. You feel fucking good. You feel good about yourself because you spent that time doing something productive.
Oh, and he's gonna keep doing it. That's for sure. He loves it. Every time he comes in, he's like, "Can I go to?" He calls it his gym. He's like, "Can I go to my
Yeah.
gym?"
Can I go to my gym?
He was telling people like, "Look at my gym. I have all this stuff." Like,
Mhm.
Nice.
He's
Like,
got his
these
own.
are the mats
he's
where
got
we
his own
do
little
squishy
gloves.
stuff. He's like, these are the
Right.
gloves where.
Then he's in there. And he's like, and then like you tell him to block, and he's like, just taking his blocks, and then like he'll be punching me, and then I'll block my face, and then he'll go for a hook and get me in the side of the face. Like he knows what he's doing
Yeah.
as a 4-year-old, freshly 4, and he's a killer.
That's insane. You realize getting hit in the face sucks, and hitting
Yeah.
people in the face is way cooler.
He'll be on
So-
UFC 1009. Just check it out.
1009.
We already booked it.
We got the promo video already made. Check
UFC
it out.
201 next week.
All of a sudden, you see an underground fucking
Charlie's
MMA
just
world.
like, "Oh, yeah."
He's just like some swole ass. Just
Charlie
yoked
would
to
say
fuck
something that would
kid.
get people pumped up too. He'd be like,
Like, why are we even doing this?
Yeah.
And everybody like,
For the ice cream! For the ice cream!
"I don't care. I don't care."
no, he'd be like, morphin time. Darren fucking T loves Power
He'd come out in his fucking
Yeah,
Power
that's
Ranger
what he would.
shit, just like, for the Rangers.
Dino charge.
As he's
Like,
walking
Charlie,
out,
yeah, you can't leave the mask on when you spar. Like, you gotta take the mask
and
off.
he looks back, "Eamon."
Yeah.
This is my best friend. This is my cousin Eamon. We're best friends.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's exactly
He's
what
like my girlfriend over here. She kisses me when she leaves.
It's
Hannah.
Anna.
Yeah.
Hannah or Anna?
Hannah.
Yeah.
She kisses me.
Yeah.
Like,
He does say shit like
he'll be
that.
trying to put Charlie to sleep. He'll walk away. He'll get in here. He'll be getting something out of the fridge. Like, Dad,
You hear it all the time.
Dad, I got a question. Why are you guys still awake out there? My lights are off. Your
Yeah.
lights are on.
He'll walk in here and be like, I heard somebody say juice.
That's
I haven't had juice tonight. It's like, get the fuck to bed.
I didn't have dessert.
Yeah.
Is this a thing?
You guys are taking shots. I want
What is
some
a shot?
whipped
Like,
cream.
somebody said Jello shot.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cut me in on the
Jell-O.
Jello.
Dude, him and Monster, he thinks Monster or like any energy drinks that are in tall cans like that. He's like, I don't want no Monster beer.
Because he always sees adults drinking it. It's like it's nostalgic.
Well, because obviously he's not allowed to have a Monster.
When they put these energy drinks in pretty fucking provocative cans, like how can you be a small kid and not want a fucking full throttle? I mean, look at that can.
Charlie
Looks
won't do
badass.
it. Charlie knows the difference somehow between the actual beer can and a soda, which is nuts.
Like if you put down a Bud Light and a Pepsi, he would know that the Bud Light is the beer, and even though they're both blue cans with white writing and doesn't know how to read.
I'm gonna post a video of that one day. Just
like Charlie, just line up like 3 or 4 different fucking blue cans or something, red and white cans, just something that looks similar.
Fuck it. Yeah, we've been doing this for over an hour. That's great.
Yeah, nice. Well, we're getting kind of slow. Should we wrap it up?
Take these shots and wrap it up.
You can tell us some girl stories.
No.
You don't want to share none of those?
Boy story.
You haven't. We need another bottle of tequila before we can hear about.
There's nothing left. There's no surprises for me, anyways. But one of my friends, he was like, it was a post-op, I think, and he came out and he was like, "Her pussy's really dry. I think it was a post-op," and I was like,
"Oh shit!"
He's like, "She kept asking for lubes."
So, transgender people, is that? I mean, it's a big thing over here, but is it more prominent over there? Like,
yeah, you'll see them everywhere.
Really?
Some of them are passable. Most of them, you know.
So is it possible?
Someone's like, "Why are you even trying?"
So is it possible to fuck a chick and not know that she once was a dude? Like, are they that good at it over there? I just picture like some doctor out in the middle of some fucking rice paddy, just like chopping your dick off with a fucking chopsticks and just like sewing a fucking vagina back in there. Like, is that like? I don't know about fleshlight. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about fucking Thai medical fucking research over there. Like,
well, they have some of the best plastic surgeons in the world. A lot of celebrities
that are sponsored by Fleshlight.
Well, they go there for breast implants.
So they got the best fake titties over there. A lot of fake, like, Asian girls typically don't have. They got they take the no astrol pills and they got no titties.
There's some Thai girls, a lot of Thai girls that don't, and there's some that just do. They're just like, holy fuck, is this girl even fucking Thai? Like, what is this?
And they don't shave over there, huh? That's like they go.
That's dependent. It's probably, you would say that about American
girls.
Like,
Nah, 80% of American women under the age of 50 fucking probably shave their fucking.
Well, under the age of 80, because I was.
I've opened some jungles, if that's what you want to ask. I can go on my toes, you know.
No, seriously, like, because you watch Asian porn, they all got fucking nasty fucking.
I watch Asian porn. I'm not into Asian girls.
Yeah, but you don't watch BBW porn, but you've definitely seen it. It's definitely come up.
You just click on it, you just see a bunch of fat girls in the category. You're just like, well, I'm not doing that.
I don't want to know part of that.
I go to Walmart.
Babes, I'll click that one. Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
There's plenty of other categories.
I'm just saying. But you don't fucking
Griffin get fucked by Peter.
Her and Brian got some crazy fucking shit going on.
The secrets of them?
Yeah.
Where she never actually gives it out, but just teases him.
Hey, little guy. Yeah. Red Rocket. All right. Well, this is the Main Stage Podcast. Thank you to Bourbon Street Bar and Grill, Black Shark Muay Thai. We are the Main Stage Podcast.
Thank you.
Cody-san. All right. Good night, everybody.
Love, peace, chicken grease.